Basketball game played in this facility. There's fans from 7 different schools coming here to watch as the color guard marches off the floor. And we should probably set this up a little bit. Eastern Michigan, there they are, the defending champions last year. They're also the top-ranked team in the Mid-American Conference based on regional qualifying score, 195.805. And that RQS is very important for both teams and individuals. Maybe you can explain that a bit here.
So what that is they look at the scores based upon week-to-week standings. So the standings have to basically rank you. They want to see a consistent score based upon the top scores in the nation. Those scores hold up going into this meet. So those are the scores that they look at, the national average, that get moved on to the national championships.
And that is what determines whether you hit that magic number 36 spot.
That's exactly right.
To qualify for the NCAA regionals. And you see a lot of smiles down there.
Everything's
that
on
they're
the
ready
line
for
today.
it, because it can be very nerve-wracking when you're up there on a balance beam and everybody's watching you with all that pressure on, or approaching the ball, or whatever you're doing. Here's a look at how the rotations will work here. So 3 teams will have a bye. All State beginning on the vault, Central Michigan on the bars, Eastern Michigan on the beam, and Kent State will be on the floor. Much different approach than when you're simply doing a dual meet. How does that affect the team and the way they're setting their lineup and the amount of downtime they have and all those other factors?
Well, that's a great question, because with Eastern Michigan being the leader right here today, it's kind of a lucky draw for them to be actually starting on beam. Beam is the toughest event out of the 4. You want to get that out of the way. And they happen to be very, very strong on beam. So getting that out of the way first makes it smooth sailing for the rest of the events, because their power events come up later in the competition.
Central Michigan, they are currently at number 36. So as it stands today, they would qualify for regionals, but Western Michigan, for example, is nipping right at their heels at 38, less than a point behind.
Exactly.
A lot is going to rise or fall on what we see today.
Right, and then you got to look at also some of those rankings. Were those rankings affecting some of the girls that weren't competing earlier in the season that are now going to be some of the powerhouses toward contributing toward those scores today?
Let's take a break quickly, and the gymnasts are going through their final warm-ups, and we'll be ready to start. Coming right up. As we are about to commence the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship. This is the second meet that they have held at the Stroh Center here at Bowling Green. Typically they have their meets at Anderson Arena, the longtime basketball home known as the House That Roars, but this is such a major event that they moved it over here to the Crown Jewel. And
I think that was a good choice.
Good move, because as you see, there are a lot of people that are here, not only up in the stands, but also milling around the corridors and so forth, accommodating 7 different institutions. Well, the all-MAC teams have been named, so there are people in particular that we'll be watching for. The first team, Rachel Stupinski of Kent State, Kendall Valentin of Eastern Michigan, 2nd straight year. And also Giovanna East, a fine freshman from Bowling Green. She will be performing here today, and she was also a member of the first team All Mid-American Conference. Here you see the Eastern Michigan Eagles squad. They have Katie Conrad on the second team. It's interesting to see, though, that they didn't have any first team All-MAC. They have one on second team, and yet as a team, they've just been outstanding.
And it's interesting you mentioned Katie Conrad, too. I'm good friends with her dad. And if you hear one guy that's going to be yelling in the stands tonight, it's going to be her dad. He's a gym owner of Conrad's Gymnastics in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. So a lot of sweat and tears have been to owning the gym, to coaching his daughter, to getting her to college, to getting to where she's at today.
Bowling Green State University, in addition to Giovanna East, they've got Lauren Feely, a senior, a second team, and she was the all-around champ at last year's Mid-American Conference Champions. So we are going to start off on the floor. And with Kent State, Skyly Lamano, who is a second team All-MAC performer.
Nice round up double tuck. little bit of a hop there. 1.5 punch leg. Getting her double salto requirement out of the way. Main thing they're looking for on floor, you have to have a double salto series, meaning 2 continuous flips, leap combination.
She is 3rd in the MAC on the floor, so it's a major event for her.
It's a very clean routine so far. Getting ready for her dismount. Nice Rudy. Nice solid routine. Start Kent State off.
A lot of times you like to have one of your strongest people to set that tone for your team.
Exactly.
As we go now to Ball State. They are on the vault. That is Caitlin Menzioni. There are dozens of athletes performing here, and because you do not have the benefit of a program with numbers, we'll beg your indulgence as we speaking to everyone possible to identify the athletes here.
Getting ready for her first vault. Nice strong run. Nice Yurchenko full stick. Really nice. That's one of the big vaults that we're going to be seeing a lot today is the round off entry vault.
And now let's head on over to the beam where Eastern Michigan is performing.
Very, extremely difficult what she just did. She did standing back layout.
That is Sierra Gresham.
Nice split half turn. That is a lot of power to be able to do that series like that from standing. Front flip, stick. She's nailing this beam routine. No wobbles so far.
It's an excellent vaulter and floor performer, a great all-around gymnast.
She's got her required full turn out of the way. She's getting set up for the dismount. Punch full. Small little hop. Nice job.
So Eastern Michigan off to a good start as we go back now to the vault. Ball State, this is Maddie McDonald.
Goes a nice strong run. Oh, Yurchenko half. Nice and clean.
As we swing back now to the bars. As Ball State is off to a good start with their vaulting competition. Ball State, one of those teams that has been building. You can't necessarily judge what they're going to do today based on what they've done all season. I think that goes for every team, regardless of where they finish.
It is. And it's interesting enough, too, because a lot of these teams are recruiting from some of the top clubs in the country, one being Michigan. The state of Michigan has 2 of the top gyms in the program. Speaking, of course, of Getter's Twist Stars.
Ball State's ranking was 46 coming in, or I should say 42nd. 40 seconds, so they're still not out of the hunt as far as maybe moving up if they have an excellent day today. As we go back now to the beam with Eastern Michigan.
And of course, we like to think of beam as the make it or break it event. Beam is that event. If you stay on the beam, no wobbles, you're going to have a good outcome. Eastern Michigan actually posted the second best team score in program history just 2 weeks ago, scoring a combined score of 49.3. That is a high score.
This actually, I believe this is Natalie Gervais for Eastern Michigan. She was a member of the All-MAC championship meet team from last year.
Nice back handspring back layout.
She won a silver medal on beam last year, so here she is again.
Nice side aerial, no wobbles. Required full turn, again, no wobbles. Nice split leap.
The Jackson 5 and all kinds of cheering in your ears when you're up there.
Nice cat leap, aerial cartwheel. So far, she's moving across the beam really nice. No wobbles at all. Getting set for the dismount. Round off 1.5. Nice job.
Supreme confidence on that, and that definitely merits all those embraces and high fives all around.
Very nice job on balance.
Go back to the floor now.
Nice double pike. Switch sleeve side. Dara Williams is a product of a very powerful gym in the Indiana area, DeVos Gymnastics. Late Rudy.
This is Jade Brown trying to keep up here. Jade Brown for Penn State.
Switch to full. Getting in this quarter, getting set for their dismount. Strong flip-flop double tuck. They're gonna like that. Nice job.
Fine performance. Jade Brown, last meet she tied for fourth with a 9.8 score against Ball State. Let's take a look at the replay here of her routine.
Nice double tuck and a stick. Great routine.
Kent State, another one of those teams that looking to do big things. Their coach, Bruce Biggin, he is in his 25th year. And they've been to 19 regionals in that program. As we go to Ball State on the vault again.
Nice Yurchenko half twist. Nice block off the horse.
Jordan Penny there.
Nice strong run. She had a nice turnover on the board, too.
She's one of Ball State's top gymnasts.
Nice block. Legs get set. Small little hop.
So we go now back to Kent State again on the floor.
She's getting it, trying to sell this routine here. A lot of facial expression. Judges like to see that. Her first opening pass. Flip-flop, nice double pike, but a large step. All those little steps like that can add up in the final score. That was a easy 3/10 deduction on that big hop that she took on her opening mount.
This is Skylar Lamano. We talked about her being the second team All-MAC performer.
Nice front lay, front lay. Jump combination out of the way. Getting set for the dismount. Last bit of energy before she goes for the dismount here. Flop double tuck. No step there. Nice job.
She was third in the MAC on the floor. She had 9.8 in 8 out of 9 meets this year, coming off her season high on the floor of 9.875 against Ball State. And we go back now to the beam. Eastern Michigan.
This girl looks extremely elegant on this beam routine. She has nice lines.
Kendall Valentine.
Yes. Okay, story about Kendall. She's number 3 in the MAC on balance beam. She's capable of scoring a 9-9 and better. And that opening series sequence is exactly the reason why. Extremely difficult. Where most girls are doing 1 aerial, she's doing 3.
She's been All-MAC first team now for 2 consecutive years. Made the state high school meet in New Jersey 4 straight years. Fine dismount there.
Nailed it.
And let's go back to the bars now. It is Central Michigan.
Nice high double
Go back
pike.
to the floor before they get going with that bars routine. And Kent State, Jordan Hardison, she is one of their top performers as well, a second team All-MAC gymnast.
We like to call it in gymnastics, this girl's got ups. Getting set for her double saltos pass.
3 straight years,
Wow.
she's been second team All-MAC.
Rudy right to lay out, step out.
Second on the floor in last year's MAC championship, so this is
Can
main
see
event
why.
for her.
Her jumps are incredible. What the judges want to see is a complete 180. She's above 180 in all of her jumps. Very impressive. Somebody's a front tumbler. And nice Rudy. Nice job.
She was second in the nationals in the floor prior to coming to Kent State. And now Katie Conrad, she's one of Eastern's top gymnasts. She was their second team All-MAC performer. Second straight year again for her. She won silver all around at last year's MAC championship.
And I know her dad right now, he's on the edge of his seat. That's Jonathan Conrad of Conrad's Gymnastics. She just did a blind skill right there, which is a sheep jump where you put the head completely backwards, where your head, you actually miss contact with the beam. You can't see the beam at all. Very, very difficult, rated a D element. Aerial carbo right to back full. Very nice combination.
And Eastern, they've looked strong on the beam, and if you can start strong on the beam, that sets it up.
That's exactly
one of the
right.
more challenging of the events. Get that in your pocket, you're in good shape going forward. We'll continue with more of the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship when we return. Championship, look at the size of the crowd as we go back to the floor. Penn State is on the floor now. And this is Rachel Stupinski. She's one of the top MAC gymnasts.
Wow. 2.5 punch lay. Very difficult double salto series. Very nice.
Rachel Stupinski, a 2016 MAC Gymnast of the Year. And she showed some of her qualities right there. And let's send it back for a quick break as we continue with the 2017 MAC Gymnastics Championship. Back here at the Stroh Center, and they are now rotating to the next event as we continue on here. So there will always be 3 teams that are down and 4 that are operating as we see the scores here. And Eastern Michigan with the high score of any of them combined, and they were on the beam, so I think that shows what kind of a quality squad they have.
It goes back to exactly what I was saying before. You've got to figure out that what they do is they take 5 scores to make the team score. So you figure they have a 49.1. That's over a 9.8 average for every single one of the girls' scores. That is impressive.
Ultimately, what wins the team competitions are the consistency of your athletes, not necessarily having the 1 or 2 individuals. As we take a look at the next rotation, so now BGSU enters on the vault, and they've got some very impressive vaulters.
Very impressive vaulters.
Northern Illinois moves over into the bars. Central Michigan, they stay active on the beam. And we're going to get a look at Western Michigan on the floor, Kent, Ball State, and Eastern. So Eastern had that great beam debut here, and now they will take a bit of a respite and watch the other teams. They're used to being able to kind of get into a rhythm or get into a flow and keep going, but here you've got to perform and then take a break and then come back. It is much different than what they're typically used to.
Well, and that's what goes into the coaching. That's, kudos to some of these coaches. They know what these competitions are like, and it's getting your girls prepared for that. Getting them to go up, compete your event, get the next girl ready to go.
So as they continue to warm up for our second rotation here, we will step out and we'll return to the Stroh Center to continue on with our MAC Gymnastics Championships. Descend to the floor and check out the beam event here. As Central Michigan is there. First performer will be Skylar Memel.
And if that last name sounds familiar to her, that is the sister of world champion Chelsea Memel. This is her sister.
Western Michigan's got a sister of an Olympic gold medalist.
Exactly, yep. Chelsea Memel was still one of the top gymnasts ever in American gymnastics, so this is her sister, so this is nice to see.
Jessie Peshek from Western Michigan. Sister won gold at the Beijing Olympics in '08.
Oh, a little bit under-rotated on that dismount, but nonetheless, she's happy with that.
Recovered it. There we go. Now to Western Michigan on the floor.
I think this is Pasek. Yes, Jessie Pasek, who we were just talking about.
So we start with a couple of gymnasts that have great pedigrees here.
Great
in the
pedigree
second
right
rotation.
Nice front half. Nice straddle full, straddle full. Getting her jump requirements out.
Jessie is in her own right the NCAA regional qualifier and second team All-MAC.
There you go, nice Rudy.
Her mother's the vice president of USA Gymnastics.
Big pedigree.
Let's go back, great performance there, and now let's go back to the bars. We have Megan Gilliam of Ball State.
Oh, nice.
Catherine Prentice.
Nice Pike Jaeger, transition down to low bar. What they're looking for on bars, everything must hit handstands. Little short there. They're set for a dismount. Nice double A and stick. Nice job.
And her teammates appreciate that. They are so very supportive of all their teammates here as we now go to the vault.
Bowling Green's up at vault. Bowling Green has had a long tradition of really strong vaulters, so I'll be interested to see what we get today. This is Katie Morsfeld. Nice Yurchenko full stick. Coach Jason's very happy with that. Again, nice strong run. Strong turnover on the round off. Nice tight block. Pull the arms in, lay out position and stick. Nice job.
You said Bowling Green is strong on the vault.
Very
There's
strong on
another
the vault.
example of it as we go back now to the beam with Central Michigan. Still waiting the signal to ascend the beam.
Usually if the girls have to wait on beam, that's because the previous score, one of the judges might have been high, another one might have been too low. So
oh, well, they await. Let's go back to Western Michigan on the floor.
Nice Rudy.
Audrey Merritt. 9.8 on the floor earlier this year against Eastern Michigan was her best performance.
That's a good score. Getting set up for the next pass. Nice front full front layout.
And now let's go to the beam. Has got the signal and ready to go.
Oh, You don't want to start your beam off with the wobble.
Shyla Segal is on the beam.
For series requirement. Back handspin, back layout, step out. Required full turn, a little bit of a balance check there. Wolf jump, another one of those high D elements where you leave contact with the beam, you don't see it for a period of time.
That's nice. Fifth best mark in school history when they beat Northern Illinois, and they were ready for this MAC championship.
Nice gainer full.
And that ends that routine with a flourish. Let's go back to the vault, and this is Lauren Feely, 2016 MAC all-around champion.
Look at this, nice Yurchenko. Full. That's the best block I've seen off that vault today. Her arms were locked out, getting nice height off the vault and a nice full twist and a stick. She had a nice vault.
You can see why she was the all-around champion last year. Between she and Giovanna East, who got two of the very top performers in the MAC on that Bowling Green squad. Dynamic duos. We go back to the floor. Jessica Yunchai should be up.
Nice double pike. Oh, she went out of bounds. So that's going to be at least 2/10 in deduction. Front lay.
She's also an excellent beam competitor. Jessica, one of her top scores has been on that event.
Nice jump.
High on the floor was a 9.825 this year.
Well on her way to that now. She has no major mistake other than the beginning, but she did have a 2/10 deduction because she stepped out of bounds. So that could cost you.
That's when you just have to suck it up and keep going.
And a lot of that's adrenaline.
Not let it.
Good setup. Nice Rudy stick. Nice job.
She's happy with it.
She's happy
in spite of the deduction. And now let's go to the beam again. Central Michigan.
That's Kristen
Stambaugh.
Nice straddle jump again. The judges like to see a 180 degree of split in there. She's being very aggressive on this. Nice required full turn out of the way.
Central Michigan is 45th in the nation on beam.
Girl solid. Backhand split layout step out. Nice and solid.
They have their season best on the beam in that big win over Northern Illinois, 49.2. The fifth best score they ever had overall in that meet.
Whoa, that's the toughest dismount we've seen today. Round off double back, off the beam. That's the toughest I've seen today. Nice job.
There's spontaneous joy. You can tell when she's happy with it. Here we go with Jamira Carter. She is another one of the very top gymnasts in the Mid-American Conference.
Nice pike Jaeger. Again, judges are looking. Oh, nice shapash. That's a D flight element from transition from high bar to low bar. Very difficult.
All MAC the last 2 years. Level 10 region champion in 2012, Jamira Carter. Now we go back to the floor again. Western Michigan. Waiting for the signal. Anna Corbett, here we go again. This is just a parade of the top gymnasts in the MAC.
Getting set for her routine.
Anna Corbett was third in MAC all around last year. It was the 5th best mark in school history when she accomplished that. She was the 15 MAC all around champion.
Nice double pike. Oh, again with that 210 seduction and stepping out of bounds. Nice full front pike. Full, very nice. Again, hitting 180 on that jump. Getting set for her dismount. 1.5 punch leg. Nice job.
Chance to look at a really top-notch gymnast, not only in the MAC, but in the country, as we see now. Katie Clements from Central Michigan.
A little bit of a balance check, but she did 3 elements: back handspring, layup, step out. Again, nice straddle half.
Katie Clements, 2nd straight year, 2nd team All-MAC. She didn't even compete in 2015, but she sure came back strong.
She's looking good so far.
In Georgia, she was a 2014 regional beam champion, 4th in the all-around prior to coming to Central Michigan.
Nice gainer fold.
She liked that. We're seeing a lot of spontaneous smiles after these performances.
Oh.
You said a lot of these teams were really peaking, which is what you want to do.
That's what you want.
They've continued on as we see Rachel Underwood, and along with Anna Corbett, she is the other member of Western Michigan's 1-2 punch. Outstanding gymnast for the Broncos. Just recently recorded a career high 39.175 in the all-around, which is the highest score.
It's a high score.
In school history.
Beautiful Rudy back layup step out. Nice height. Another Rudy step out.
2nd team All-MAC performer.
This girl has nice dances. It's a well choreographed routine. I mean, it's giving her the proper rest, showing nice dance elements. Gym requirement out of the way. Getting set for her dismount. Another Rudy. Nice job.
Rachel Underwood following Anna Corbett, and that really has to help your team's overall score when you've got gymnasts of that caliber following one after another.
And that's where smart choreography comes in. You've got to put the routine and construct the routine so that it shows the best features of the gymnast, and that routine clearly did.
Northern Illinois up there on the bars as they're continuing to warm up here as we go back to see some more of this floor routine from Rachel Underwood.
Nice job. Front handspring, front double twist. Rudy back layout, step out. Switch leap full, switch leap half. And a Rudy. Again, what I was talking about, showing the best elements. She's not a strong back tumbler, obviously. Front tumbling is her forte, and it showed in that routine.
Eastern
Nice
Michigan,
job.
such a strong team. She was first in floor when Western faced Eastern Michigan earlier this year with a 9.825 score. Now Katie Jennings getting set to begin her routine, and she's got quite an act to follow.
I remember this girl as a junior Olympic level gymnast training at the Gymnastics Training Center of Rochester Hills, Michigan. It's nice to see her grown up now.
Has she ever grown up? Look
Exactly.
at that.
Nice job.
Obviously, they've got her at anchor in this floor event, so they're confident.
They know this routine. Front lay, front half.
Rest between tumbling passes,
Again,
but also show that artistry here.
Exactly. Very smart, put together routine.
Serves a dual purpose.
Getting ready for the dismount. Double pike at the end. Most of the girls have been putting the double pike in the beginning. So she'll get a little bonus points to that. Wolf full at the end. She was saving her bag of tricks for the end of this routine. That's why she's up last. Great routine.
Big finish, as they say.
Yes.
So, our second rotation, and we've had a lot of thrills here already at the 2017 MAC Gymnastics Championship. Back here at the Stroh Center, getting ready for our third rotation. And a lot of scores being tabulated from the first rotation and the second, and we're starting to see a pattern. Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois have both recorded scores of over 49 for particular events. And Bowling Green, you mentioned their strength on the ball. They were over a 49 for that one. So, but we're seeing some very tight scores from all of these teams.
Well, again, and then the unfortunate thing is where some of these girls that have gone out of bounds, these little steps and hops, balance checks on beam, they're going to factor in.
Central Michigan a 49.050. Eastern started on beam with a 49.150, but Central doing so well to keep that close, they can maybe make it up on another event. And a lot of times that's what you like. You want to finish on maybe the floor.
That's exactly.
While the other team has the pressure of having to be on the bars or be on the beam especially.
Floor and vault are usually the ones that you want to finish on last.
So they're getting set with the third rotation and continuing to warm up. We see what our next rotation will be. So Kent State will move over to the vault. Ball State on the bars. Northern Illinois, their turn to go on the beam. See if they can keep pace with Eastern and Central. Perform very well on that event. Eastern with a chance to flourish on the floor. Western, Bowling Green, and Central Michigan will have the byes for this third rotation. And let's take a break, and we'll be ready very shortly to begin our third rotation here at the MAC Gymnastics Championships. Back here at the Stroh Center, getting ready for our third rotation. We talk about a chance to flourish on the floor. That's where Eastern Michigan is going to be in this third rotation. Last year on the floor, their team score was 49.350.
Wow, that's over a 9.85 average. That's very impressive.
And they have a number of the gymnasts that were on that squad from a year ago, that MAC championship winning squad, that are here again this year.
Right.
So this is a chance for them to really set a high bar for any teams that have thoughts of uprooting them as the top team today.
And you're at the MAC Championships throwing a little bit of adrenaline, so those scores could be a little bit higher even.
Obviously, the atmosphere is even far more electric and energized than typically. And we start off here at the beam with Northern Illinois. This is a very, very important portion of this event for them. And it is Andy Van Voorhees.
Nice full turn requirement out of the way.
Both Central Michigan and Eastern Michigan put up high scores on the beam. Northern has to follow suit.
A little bit of a balance check there. Wolf jump, nice.
Andy was top 10 in every event at the Ohio Level 10 State Championship before she got to Northern Illinois out of Columbus area.
Again, Buckeye Gymnastics.
And she won on the beam in 2013 in the Queen City Classic with a 9.550 score.
That's high score, too. Queen City Gymnastics, another one of those tough, really top programs in the nation for girls gymnastics. Handspring 1.5. Nice to see.
Now let's move on over to the vault, where Kent State is there. And Sarah McCarty scheduled to be up.
This is a nice event for Kent State to come back and gain some points here. Vault is scoring a little high today, so hopefully if they can do the job, hit their vaults, they can come up and score a little bit more. Getting the green light for her vault. Nice strong run. Oh, handspring front pike, a little bit short on that rotation.
It might have been Brooke Timko for Kent, but let's go back to the bars now.
Nice glide kip again. Looking for all of your elements to go to handstand. Nice pike Jaeger, right to shoot over. Again, judges looking for everything to go right to handstand. Pirouette a little slow, but she managed to squeeze out the double tuck, getting that bonus connection. Nice job.
Julian Hacker. Team approves of that effort. Out of just the energy that is coursing through the Stroh Center is really something. As we go back to the beam now in Northern Illinois.
Oh, coming off.
Get ready to swing over to the floor. There we are. Eastern Michigan.
Again, Katie Conrad. I know her dad is jumping out of his skin right now.
No more than she's jumping.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Nice 1.5 punch leg.
Got that facial expressiveness too.
Nice
It's always
wolf
good to
full.
show that you're in your element.
No problem. Switch leads, split lead. Set for a dismount. Half on pike, nice and clean. Nice job, Katie Conrad.
She just radiates enthusiasm out there, and why not after a routine like that? And then we go back. This is Star Williams from Kent State, getting ready for her vault.
Very strong vaulter. Nice strong run. Wow, Yurchenko full. Nice and laid out. Good distance from the horse. Really nice job.
Dara Williams was second in the vault against Ball State with a 9.775 score. And that one looked like a pretty good one as well. As we check back in with Northern Illinois on the beam. But while they're waiting, let's head on over to the bars. The Ball State is over there.
Nice glide kick to the high bar. Kayla Becker, product of Queen City Gymnastics, we were just talking about earlier. Nice shoot over. Nice glide, nice to handstand. Full in dismount, nice.
Now we get back to Northern Illinois on the beam. Taylor Crumley is performing.
Getting set up for her series. Aerial walkover. One and a half. The required full spin on the beam. Combination series out of the way. Switch lead. Ooh, she might miss a connection there. Gainer off the end. Nice job.
Stuck the dismount there. And let's move back to Eastern Michigan on the floor, where they have continued to impress. Emily Dubronix.
Nice flip-flop double pike, stays in bounds. We're off to a great start right here. Another product of the great state of Illinois. A lot of high-level gymnastics out of the state of Illinois.
Obviously, all that moral support.
Got
very
it.
important.
Front full, front tuck. Ooh, I don't know if she went out of bounds or not. All those little tints you don't want to give away.
Katie Conrad had a 9.850 in the last floor routine for Eastern.
Nice double tuck.
And they're continuing to
Nice
uphold the
job.
standard. And let's head back to the vault now, where Kent State is there. Rachel Stupinski, she's one of the best.
Oh, a little bit under rotation. She came out a little high on the horse. And that's what will happen. You're going to be slow rotation. And that's what happened. She'd reach back further on that table. Good strong run, but as you can see, she didn't get far enough back on the table. Therefore, she's having to tuck her legs to try to get rotation. And unfortunately, she had to step off.
It happens to the best of them.
It happens.
All State, they've been doing extremely well on the bars. Let's go back to the floor here with Eastern Michigan. This is Megan Marino.
Big double pike. Big double pike. Nice front lay, front half straddle jump. Straddle full, straddle half.
Straight lines and pointed toes.
That's what they're looking for. Wolf full, wolf half. Very nice. Getting set up for her dismount. Strong run when you get into the floor. Rudy. Nice job.
The stream of outstanding Eagle floor routines continue, keeping the pressure on.
They're staying really consistent on floor. Not a lot of big mistakes and not going out of bounds. That's the big one.
Northern, as we head back to them on the beam here. Appears to be Allison Richardson
from Marysville, Ohio. Another strong former Buckeye gymnastics gymnast.
Allison Richardson at that last meet that they had. Central, she had a 9.825 on the bars.
Score's taking a little long on beam again. That usually happens if the head judge sees one score is a little bit too high, other scores comes too low. They were allowed to be only 0.3 different in the scores from both judges.
In that previous meet, they had their season high score on the beam of 48.875 to Northern Illinois. Said they had the best score they had all season in a meet they had to win to share or win their first ever outright MAC championship, but they still lost to Central, who was just really in the zone that day.
Big series there. 3 skills, you get back handspring, layout, full turns requirement. Oh, air walkover. I think she's going to miss her connection. I think that was supposed to be a connection. Straddle half. Gainer full. Small little hop. Nice job.
Northern carrying over from that previous meet when they scored very well on the beam. And they really have to here to keep pace with their major competitors. Great dismount.
Nice gainer full. Small step, but nice job on balance beam.
Always a look of relief when you get off the beam and you know you've done well.
Oh, it's like it's relief to be off that. The beam is only 4 inches wide, so anytime you can stay on that thing and not, kill yourself, that's a good job. So I sympathize with her relief of being done with that event.
A good look from all angles. Stands are practically filled with representatives from all of these schools. Outstanding venue. Is opened in 2011, the Stroh Center. Only the second time they hosted a meet in 2016 earlier against Denver. That's the only other time that they've hosted a gymnastics meet here, but obviously this was one where it was very appropriate to do so. And Northern Illinois continuing on. Ashley Potts is up next.
Very aggressive on beam.
Catherine Prentice, she's the tall blonde.
Yes, and this is another product from the DeBose Gymnastics Center. Nice job. Very high back handspring with that step out.
Catherine Prentice was third on the beam at the 2014 Region 5 Level 10 Championships.
Yep. DeVos had a strong level of gymnastics coming out of that gym. Where again, former world champion Samantha Pazik came from that gym. This little FYI fun fact.
And let's move over to the floor again for Eastern Michigan. And this is Sydney McEachern. She was one of those floor gymnasts that
big double
came up with that big score last year for Eastern Michigan when they won the MAC title. She had a 9.9 on the floor at last year's MAC championship.
Wow. Well, I'm telling you now, if that first opening pass was any indication of that score, that would be why.
She's from Canada, out of Winnipeg. She was 5th on floor at the Canadian National Championships before heading to Eastern Michigan. Her teammate Natalie Gervais, also from Winnipeg.
Nice full front pipe.
They've been at the corner of Portage and Maine many times.
Yeah. It's nice to see that they're, even going into Canada for gymnasts. You don't usually see that, but it's paying off. Nice double tuck. That's going to score high.
Looked like she's leading cheers there at the end.
That's
She was so
gonna score high.
pumped by that. So Eastern Michigan looks like they've come through well on the floor again as we come to the conclusion of our third rotation, and we'll be right back as we continue with the MAC Gymnastics Championship. So we have concluded the first three rotations here. Of course, there are 7 that constitute the entire event, so we're nearing the midway mark. And so far, Eastern Michigan has looked strong. Sydney McEachern, that last floor exercise we saw was 9.850. As we take a look at the scores for rotation 3, Eastern Michigan's floor score, though, considerably lower than the year before. Ball State came through well on the bars.
They had strong bars. That rotation of bars was very, very strong. So.
Now they're warming up here as you see Ball State will be on the beam here. We'll take a look at our next rotation.
Well, again,
Western Michigan on vault. Bowling Green will move over to the bars. Ball State on the beam. Central Michigan on floor. Eastern, Kent State, and Northern on buys. And for Bowling Green, that'll be important for the bars because that's one that they've needed a little more consistency with during the course of the season.
Exactly.
And if they can come through with that. Interestingly enough, in home meets, and they haven't had a lot of them at the Stroh Center, as we said, but nonetheless here in their home environment, Bowling Green in meets where there were more than just a dual meet, they have a very strong record. And they keep that up, then they could be right in the mix here.
And bars is a very strong event for Bowling Green, too, so they could do it.
All right, we'll be back with our fourth rotation coming up. Winner here for the Mid-American Conference Championship. As you said, this is the 37th MAC Championship. Bowling Green's record when they are hosting an event that's more than 2 teams, 31-15-1. So used to winning in that. And here we go. The bars, we said we were signing off. They're really strong on vault. They're really strong on beam. They're 23rd in the country on the vault, 30th on the beam. This has been traditionally the event that has been their weakest.
Yeah.
So if they can come through with a strong performance on this event, the rest could carry them through.
That's exactly right.
They actually beat Eastern Michigan on vault and beam in their final regular season meet, in which they very nearly upended the conference champions. So here's a look at what the team standings are. Eastern Michigan at 98.2, Ball State in second, Central Michigan, Bowling Green, and Western. And let's go over to the beam here with Ball State. And they open things up with Sarah Ebair.
Oh, hips were a little bit off on her series. The 1.0 deduction, that's going to cost them.
And even outstanding gymnasts sometimes can have difficulty staying on that
right.
4-inch wide piece of plywood. The first rule, that's where the phrase "stay on the beam" comes from.
Yes. She's got to get her hips over the beam.
Sarah's top scores have come on vault and floor, but she's an all-around gymnast for Ball State. And let's go now to the vault. Western Michigan.
Nice strong run. Ooh. Yurchenko Hap a little under rotated. She's a little high on the horse. watch here, turnover, little high on that horse.
That is
Caught the under rotation in the deep squat.
Katie Jennings starting off. Western on the ball. And let's go now to the floor, where the Central Michigan Chippewas are performing. Jana Plaksa.
Oh, another one. The flag went up, and she did go out of bounds. Nice. Straddle, half straddle. Oh, that was really nice.
Central won 5 straight MAC titles between 2010 and 14. Coach Jerry Reigert has really built an outstanding program. Crowd into it.
Crowd's waking up. Getting set for her dismount. Nice Rudy. Strong flow routine. Very nice.
And the door might be open for some of these other teams now. Try to come up with a similar kind of floor score that Eastern did last year, or something competitive with it that could put them in good position to challenge for this possible MAC title as we go back to the ball.
Coach Al Sharns discussing strategy with the gymnast, Coach Sharns from Branch Gymnastics in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Another one of the top private clubs come out of the state of Michigan.
Definitely has been very much immersed in this and given a lot of encouragement to his gym this year, especially when they were out on the floor. He was practically out there himself.
He is. And Coach Sharns is one of those coaches where he wishes he could be.
Brittany Aragon here.
Nice strong run. That's how that ball's supposed to be done. Nice Yurchenko full.
And now over to Bowling Green. As we said, they are on the bars here in this rotation. Very important event for them.
Nice, Jaeger. Right to transition to the low bar.
Lauren Domino.
Hitting her handstand, a little bit short. Line change, right to double front dismount. Tiny step back, nice job.
And back to the floor. Central Michigan, Janelle Pedrick.
Triple twist. That's the first I've seen today. Really nice job. Nice triple twist. You don't see that very often. Very nice. Very difficult.
Perform a high difficulty skill very well. That definitely enhances your score.
Nice 1.5. Right to tuck. Getting her double salto requirement out of the way.
Start to hit a couple of those early, then you just get a real boost of adrenaline.
Well, they're putting their better routines up.
Feel like it can carry you right through.
Nice double pike. Wow, this is going to be a big score. That's going to be a big score.
back to the vault with Western Michigan.
Nice strong run. Yurchenko full, stuck. Coach Sharns giving a high five.
Anna Corbett there. And now Bowling Green on the bars. See how they can handle this event that had been an Achilles heel event for much of the year, but they're improving on.
Full, right to Ginger. Transition from low to high.
Rachel Rice is one of their top bars performers.
Nice pirouette work, right to double tuck. Stuck dismount. Bowling Green putting it together on bars.
They're getting a feeling that, hey, this is coming. We said that a lot of these teams have been peaking at the right time, and
Bowling Green.
This is the day for them to put it together on bars. Back to the beam here. Ball State Cardinals.
Judges again taking a little time. One of the scores might have been out of range. Again, those scores have to be within 0.3. So a lot of times the judges have to go back, they'll check their math to make sure if they missed any elements. Making sure that the start value is the score out of a 10.
Jackie Duffy ascending the beam here now. For Ball State.
Nice front flip. Bit of a balance check, but getting a full turn requirement out of the way.
Ball State's a team that has been really developing well in the last several years under Coach Joanna Salim.
Punch front full. Stuck dismount, nice job.
They had their highest finish in the MAC tournament in Salim's first year as head coach since 2011. That was 14, and they've steadily improved since. We go back now to the floor. Be Casey Janowitz.
Nice high double tuck. Full punch lay. Nice. Straddle jump straddle.
Katie Clements, who has followed Casey Janowitz, so skip to her by the time you return back to the floor.
Set for dismount. Nice double pike at the end of the routine. Nice job on floor.
Second team all MAC performer coming through very well there on the floor. And much to the appreciation of her teammates as we go back to Bowling Green on the bars.
Nice, clear hip to hand. Ginger right on. Transition to low bar to high.
Lexi Augustine here, the final Bowling Green bars performer.
Little full pirouette, a little leg separation, right to double tuck. Oh.
Just couldn't quite land it. But
yeah, she might not have seen the floor in time.
Made the best out of it though. And back to Central Michigan on the floor. This should be Macy Hilliker. Again, they made some lineup changes just prior to the competition, and they're doing everything possible to stay on top of who's out and when.
Yeah, and sometimes the coaches do that just to maximize score. You see that you're starting to slowly build that team score, like the last girl had a 9-9 on the floor. So this puts the pressure on the judges to see, hey, this girl's a little bit better. Can we get a 9-9-5? We'll wait and see.
When you're dealing with 7 teams at once, you can imagine the challenge of keeping dozens and dozens of gymnasts.
Nice high double tuck. Nice jumps. Again, we were talking about the judges wanting to see a 180 split. Here's an example of a girl beyond a 180 split. Really nice. Front lay, front full. Very clean so far.
Hilliker, 14 NIT Level 10 national qualifier, all-around national champ, level 9.
Another double pike at the end, racking up that bonus. I don't know, you might see a 995 or higher. The previous gymnast had a score of a 9-9. This girl's routine was on point. Double tuck, no. Her crowd's begging for a 10. You might see it.
Well, that certainly punctuated a fine run of floor routines for Central Michigan. You said they're a team that came in with real expectations that they could win this, especially after the way they defeated Northern Illinois in that epic final meet that those two teams had.
That was a great routine. It'll be a pressure to see if the judges will give her the 10.
They're trying for their 16th MAC title. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back here. 995 on that last floor routine.
Nice job.
We'll be right back. Getting ready to move on to our next rotation here, but it's interesting to talk about the balance of this and how any one of these teams, regardless of what went before, if they have the big day today, then they're MAC champions, and every one of them are capable of that. Some of the teams that have had issues with consistency, as we're going to take a look at the scores here, It's much different than other sports where if you win one game after 3 inconsistent ones, that your record's 1-3. Here, this is it. And if you hit it on the day you have to, you can win the whole thing. And Bowling Green, a pretty decent bar score there, which could set them up because they're so strong on the vault
and the beam. That's exactly right.
And they're getting ready to go on the beam right now. Meanwhile, floor score of 49-4 though from Central, and that's even higher than the score that Eastern got last year.
Exactly right.
On the floor. And Eastern's floor score though was good. It wasn't as good as it had been, so we could be looking at the possibility of an open door for Central Michigan there. As you see this rotation, Eastern on the vault, Kent State will be on the bars, Bowling Green on the beam, Northern Illinois on the floor, and then Central, Western, and Ball State. And we talk about how you like to finish on the floor because maybe the nerves are not quite the same as when you're up there on the beam or on the bars and so forth. But by the same token, you've got to excel.
That's right.
If you don't, the advantage is gone.
That's exactly right.
So we'll take a break. And we'll come back to continue what appears to be a MAC Gymnastics Championship with a thickening plot here. And Bowling Green getting some last-minute admonitions from their coach. They did strong on the bars there. Now they're on the beam where they're the 30th team in the nation. So here now, if they can simply do what they typically do, they can keep themselves in a very strong position.
And it looks like they're going to be starting off with one of their top gymnasts, Lauren Feely.
And of course, she was the all-around champ at the Mid-American Conference Championships last year.
And she's had a high 9.85 this season, so that's an impressive score for balance beam. Here she goes.
Conferring with her coach, Carrie Turner, just prior to ascending on the beam. And now,
nice layout, step out. Oh, a little bit of a balance check. Minor deduction, nothing big. Full turn, no wobble there.
It's Lauren's senior year. She really wants to go out with a bang here at her home last MAC championship.
Nice dismount.
Put the cap on that.
Nice dismount.
Excellent routine. And now we go to the vault. Eastern Michigan is there.
Nice strong run. Nice Yurchenko full stick. And that's what it's going to come down to. You're going to have the difficulty in your vault, and you're going to have to stick it. They cannot afford to give away any deductions by having those small steps.
And let's go now to the bars where Kent State is there.
Nice cast handstand again. Looking for everything to hit handstand. Nice reverse hecht. And oh no, too much. She's trying to get right to the handstand and went over, so that's going to cost. That's a big deduction.
Well, obviously, that's a disappointment.
But that's what you want to see. You want to go for everything, and you're trying to get the maximized points out of that routine by making sure you're hitting handstand. And it's, unfortunately, it cost her a little bit.
Megan Holtgren for Eastern Michigan attacking.
Nice Yurchenko half.
On the floor now is Northern Illinois.
Big double tuck. Staying in bounds.
Ashley Potts.
Nice. Straddle jump, straddle half.
The 2013 Junior Olympic National Champion.
So it's good to have that credential under your belt.
On the floor at the 2014 Illinois Level 10 Championships.
Nice, Rudy. Clean, very safe, very clean routine.
Ashley Potts of Northern Illinois as we follow Bowling Green back to the beam.
Nice dismount, gainer full.
That is Alex Johnston is completing her routine. And we'll head back now to the vault. Eastern Michigan. This is Sierra Gresham. Swartz had just gone previously. They go through the vaults quicker.
They go so really quick.
You go away to the floor, you go away to the beam, and they've already gone to the next person in line.
Right. Well, what's different from what you see at the Olympic level, they usually sometimes have two vaults. The men do perform two different vaults, where the women do one vault, so it is much quicker.
Of course, they only do one vault at the high school level. They'll give you two chances.
That's right. Nice, strong run.
Oh, she nailed that.
That's what I was talking about earlier. High degree of difficulty and a stuck landing. That's going to get you the big score.
Well, she certainly did that. And as we head on over to the bars now.
Nice pike Jaeger, right transition to the low bar. Looking for handstand, which she hit. Nice, tuck, full in and a stick. That was a textbook dismount. Really nice job.
Love that. And now we go back to Bowling Green. On the balance beam, Taylor Worthington. From Rhode Island.
Cat loop front aerial walkover.
She's one of the individuals still in the hunt for a regional slot, along with her teammates India McPeak and Laura Mitchell. 9.805 previously scored on beam.
Nice combination, aerial cartwheel, right to back full dismount. Really nice combination.
And again, stuck that landing. Back now to the bars in Kent State.
Nice transition from the
This is Dara Williams.
nice Pike Jaeger. Really nice. Again, looking for every element to go to handstand. Full pirouette, right to double tuck.
Another stuck landing.
Nice.
Back over to the floor after Dara Williams electrifies the crowd there with that bars routine. Sometimes you have to wait for the judge to
Yes.
give you the signal to go.
That's right.
That's what Catherine Prentice is waiting for right now. Meanwhile, getting last-minute encouragement.
I don't know how many times I've done that to my kids. I tell them, they don't hear me.
Yeah, I think at that point you just have to say, hey, we're with you.
I'm more nervous
get
than
'em.
the kids are 9 times out of 10.
Catherine Prentice won the floor at the 13 Junior Olympic National Invitational Tournament.
Nice 2.5 punch Pike. Nice job.
She was a 2014 all-around level 10 state champ in Indiana.
Another product of a strong program from the DeVos Gymnastics.
Concentration as she attacks that tumbling pass.
Nice. Front handspring, front double twist. Very difficult routine so far.
Bringing a lot of energy and expressiveness to it.
And the crowd is responding to it.
Very energetic choreography.
Yes.
It's a pulsing beat, and she is definitely performing very much in accordance
Great
with it.
routine.
Catherine Prentice,
A lot of difficulty.
Northern Illinois. And Bowling Green on the beam here. Giovanna East, first team All-MAC freshman.
Interesting mount. Nice full turn. She's very aggressive on this beam routine.
She's had a 9.8 or better in 23 of her 27 routines
That
this
was
year.
the highest backhand step back layout step out I've seen of this meet. It was extremely high, very effortless.
12 first place finishes, tied for first on the balance beam in the previous meet against Eastern Michigan, which was very close.
She's a beam worker, and you can tell. She moves well across the beam. She has very elegant lines. There's no hesitation at all through the beam work that she's doing. Toes have nice extension.
There's no limit to her. First team All-MAC as a freshman.
Nice check right before she does her dismount. Wow, round off 1.5. That's
Look at that.
one
Her
of the
coach
most-
loved it, and she just sprints over to her team to
huge
exalt in that.
dismount. Huge dismount.
You're not going to see a lot better than that anywhere. Now we go back to the floor again. Courtney Dowdell will be next up.
Nice high double pike to start off.
Dowdell was 4th in floor at the Illinois State meet prior to coming to Northern Illinois with a 9.5 score. Third overall in that meet.
On full front lay. Getting her double salto requirement out of the way.
Her career high on the floor, 9.9. Can't do a lot better than that.
I can see why. So far, I'm not seeing any large deductions at all, if any.
She's definitely got that entertainment aspect down too.
Still getting setting for the dismount. Rudy, no extra steps. Finishing, showing it off.
Tell she's enjoying it out there.
We might get that score today. That was great.
Equal that high score from the past. Courtney Dowdell of Northern Illinois. Now Laura Mitchell for Bowling Green, hailing from England. She's been an outstanding performer for them.
That's an extremely difficult mount that she just did.
She had a 9.8, tied for second on the beam in that Eastern Michigan meet they're coming off of, tied with her teammate Alex Johnston.
Look at this, very aggressive back handspring layout step out, no hesitation at all. Switch leap right to back tuck. Getting all of her connection bonus. This is how you want your girls to work beam. She's moving across, no hesitation. Aerial cartwheel right to split jump. Side aerial, no wobbles again.
Another one of the excellent young gymnasts on this up-and-coming squad for Bowling Green.
Full turn. That foot back there, let's take a little bit of a check. Make sure she's good to go. Dismount coming up. Round off double twist, nice job.
Following up on Giovanna East's performance, and they are really in the zone for Bowling Green as we go back to the floor. Northern Illinois, they're a team that is very much in the hunt here. Anna Martucci, special thanks to her for helping identify all of the Northern Illinois players.
Yes.
Gymnast, she patiently went through every one of them to help us in our identifying them. Well, she had some downtime during the warm-ups.
Does she have a sister on the squad? I think I saw that.
Sometimes it does run in the family.
Set for the dismount. Sky high double tuck.
Dramatic choreography.
Somebody's a dancer.
Yeah, and she definitely
nice job.
Plays the part.
She's telling that judge, I dare you to give me a 10.
Hoping that we'll take her up on that there. See if Bowling Green can keep it going on the ball. We've seen a couple of monster performances. This is India McPeak, and she is an outstanding vaulter, a University of Michigan transfer from Ireland. Tied for first on the balance beam. Her personal record, 9.85.
That's a high score.
This is her event.
Nice full turn, no hesitation. Aerial cartwheel, no hesitation again. Bowling Green is doing an excellent job on beam.
Top 30 squad in the nation. Another flying, beautiful dismount.
Great dismount, no hesitation once again.
Just getting one outstanding performance after another.
And she scored a impressive 9.925.
We put Bowling Green right in the thick of things here at this MAC championship. We'll take a break and be right back.
Wow.
Teams have gone through 3 of the 4 events, so 1 remaining. And right now there's any number of teams that are within range of possibly becoming the MAC champions this year.
I couldn't right now call it because it is so close. There have been some great consistent performances.
There were the scores for the 5th rotation. You see Bowling Green coming through in a major way on the beam, in Northern Illinois on the floor, although they're still a little bit shy of the 9 of the score that Central Michigan got on the floor. But it's enough to put them right in this. Eastern Michigan strong on the vault. And like I said, there's probably still any number of teams that are still in this mix. And they're all competing, too, for the possibility of going on to regionals as a team and as individuals.
Well, I think right now with Northern Illinois, with the score that they have right now, it was because of bars. During that rotation on bars, not only did they have extreme difficulty, but they nailed their dismounts. Everything was stuck. You cannot take steps on dismounts. That'll cost you on every time.
Here's our next to last rotation. Central on vault, Western on bars, Kent State beam, Ball State on floor. Northern, Eastern, and Bowling Green will have to watch and be ready for the big climax coming up. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with our upcoming rotation in just a moment. Now the Coast Bowling Green fans are out in force. A lot of the other schools very well represented as well. And you just start to get the feeling we're moving toward a big climax here as Kent State. See them gathered around for their next rotation.
And like I said earlier, the key to this is to be consistent. Your best routines have to come through. And today we've seen a lot of these routines come through. There's not been a lot of mistakes, not a lot of falls. That's why the scores are very, very tight right now.
Kent was surrounding their longtime coach, Bruce Biggin, 25 years, head coach, 35 years in the program. He's a 2-year captain for Kent Gymnastics. And let's start with the vault. Central Michigan, they're a team that definitely is very much in the running here. Brittany Kaplan beginning.
Wow. Small little hop there, but a nicer chinkle full. Nice start off.
And we swing over now to Ball State on the floor. Claire Collins.
Front through to double pike. Oh! Just hung on a little bit too much.
Going.
Yep. Just hung on a little bit too much.
She's right back up, and that's where you have to have that short-term memory. Get
That's
the big
it.
smile on your face
That's
again.
right.
Keep going as though nothing happened.
Don't let them see you sweat. Rudy for second pass.
Claire Collins is the winner of the regional floor competition in Illinois in 2014.
Good old Region 5. And we talk a lot about these girls coming from around surrounding areas. Region 5 is actually the #1 region in the country for women's gymnastics. A lot of your recent Olympians have come out of Region 5. A lot of your top national champions have come out of Region 5.
And now we're over at the bars. Western Michigan.
Again, waiting for the judges to give her the signal to go, and she's ready to go. Nice sitting air handstand. Pirouette right to Ginger.
Rachel Underwood, one of their best.
Shoot through, right to her transition to the high bar.
She was all MAC second team this year.
A little short of handstand there, pirouette, right to double tuck, and she nailed it.
Just seems like a lot of these gymnasts have brought their top game here for this big event. And it's really added to the drama of it. And back to the beam now, Kent State.
Getting ready to start off with her series. Back handspring layout, step out. Oh, hips are a little off to the side. A little off to the side. That's going to be a big deduction. Nice straddle full, better known as a popa. That lead right to, oh, hips again, right off to the side.
Sarah Lipowich.
And this girl is actually a product of Queen City. She was a national beam champion.
It just goes to show that anyone can have a tough day, no
Anybody
matter
can
how
have a
good you
tough
are.
day. Yep.
I guarantee you wouldn't be out here if you weren't
Yep.
outstanding.
Hometown Queen City gymnastics. That can happen.
Just saw with India McPeak, because she had that great performance on the beam a moment ago. Earlier, she actually fell in one of the dual meets.
Yep, it can happen.
Happens to the very best of them. So you go down to the floor with Ball State. Shelby Arms.
Handspring front double twist.
Stands out for flaming red hair.
Trying to sell this routine, which is what you want to do. Another Rudy.
Well, you can tell afterward when they're just trying to put a good face on it or whether they really were happy and enthused about their performance.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen many of those spontaneously enthused looks
Yeah, you
here
can
throughout
tell.
this meet. As we go back to Kent State. Now they're still waiting to get the signal there on the beam, so let's go over to the bars. The Western Michigan is operating. And for Western Michigan, it is
Beautiful, Jaeger. Nice transition from the high to the low. Again, looking for handstand, right to handstand, beautiful. Full pirouette, right to double tuck. Oh, she nailed that routine. Coach Sharns excited, that was
Can't ask
gorgeous.
for more than that.
That was gorgeous.
If you ask for more than that, it'd be presumptuous.
Beautiful routine, she's excited.
Anna Corbett.
She hit every element of this routine.
That's why she's one of the best gymnasts in the MAC. Look at that.
Beautiful. She knew it before she landed.
Yeah. That broad smile had already started to form before she made contact with the floor. And now back to the beam with Kent State.
Nice solid dismount.
Back to the floor here.
Nice
Ball
front
State.
double twist, punch tuck, punch tuck.
Sydney Finke be next up.
Pulpit tuck full. Getting set up for her next pass. Ooh, I think that was supposed to be a Rudy split jump. Didn't quite get to the split jump. All right, taking that last breath, getting set for her dismount. Double pike at the, oh, but she went out. 2/10 deduction.
Step back, just
Yep.
couldn't quite control that. Nonetheless, a very entertaining routine. Right up until that slight misstep, everything was going very well as we're back now to the beam again with Kent State. This is Melina Fabre. She was just up, so this is Kennedy Pood.
Product from a really strong, one of the strongest girls clubs in Ohio.
Melina just got a 9.750.
That's a nice score. Jim World out of Broadview Heights, Ohio. Nice area walkover. Another sheep jump, one of those blind moves. Nice, stuck dismount.
I think they might have made a lineup change on us too in that order. Beg your indulgence there. We go back now to Ball State on the floor. This is Sarah Ebayer.
Sky high double pike.
Sarah Ebayer was third on the floor in the meet against Kent State with a 9.775.
She's looking good so far. It's Rudy. Front lay, stayed inbounds, very nice. Daring that judge to give her a 10.
Here's a $1 million smile. And that's certainly again indicative that she knows that she nailed that routine. Western Michigan on the bars. You saw that. Fantastic effort. Diana Corbett. Continuing on here.
Looks like Paisley.
Should be.
Ooh, nice full pirouette.
Yeah, Rachel Underwood just had a 9.8, so she's following
Jessie
up.
Paisley. Yep. Again, nice. All a little short of handstand.
I'm
Cranking
sure
out
she
the
was in
joints.
China at those Olympics watching her sister win gold.
Nice.
That's
Look
a
at that.
gold-worthy dismount there, and
Big double A.
Coach Biggin giving her a bear hug.
Big double A there.
Yeah, let's go off now. Western Michigan, they were 38th. They have to get to 36 to
Wow.
make it, and Central Michigan is at 36. So they are right there on the cusp.
Wow.
And so you have to see how that all shakes out. We're back now to the floor with Kayla Beckler for Ball State.
Another product, Queen City, Region 5 gymnast.
Pardon me, that was Coach Jernigan from Western Michigan, Coach Biggin at Kent State, and he's had ample opportunity to congratulate his gymnasts too. Waiting for the signal, and there it is.
Go.
They have the flexibility to stay in that position for as long as they need to. Probably one of the most amazing things is the flexibility.
Nice high double tuck.
Get that first tumbling pass out of the way and
Yes.
hit it out of the park, you're ready to roll.
Front lay, front pull. Nice Popa. So far, no major deductions in this routine. She's moving to the corner nicely. It's a little bit short there, but no major deduction.
And that concludes that performance there. So, Coach, we talked about Joanna Salim, what a great job she's done with the Ball State program. Lending her encouragement. Let's take a break, and we're getting ready for our final rotation. We'll find out who's going to prevail in this MAC Gymnastics Championship. From Ball State, trying to end on a high note for the Cardinals here.
A full in. That's the first I've seen of this meet. Are you kidding me?
Talk about ending on a high note.
That's the most difficult mount in the meet, right there. Great jumps.
Of course, no matter how the team scores come out, the individuals have an opportunity to big accomplishments.
This is great routine so far.
Not only for this meet, but for possible regional berths.
Nice front full front lay.
This is Caitlin's second MAC championship appearance. Two-time level 9 national champion all around.
Wow, nice high double tuck. This girl's a tumbler.
Indeed she is.
Beautiful routine. Coach should be proud of that. That's a strong routine.
Caitlin Mencioni from Ball State. Here's a look at your scores for rotation 6. So Western Michigan well on the bars.
Oh, wow.
Kent State, the beam in the 47-8. Central Michigan 48-9 on the vault. Ball State 48-8 on the floor.
big scores for Western Michigan on bars.
So we're coming up now on the final rotation of what's been a long afternoon. Northern Illinois with the vault, Eastern Michigan bars, Western on beam, Bowling Green getting to do what a lot of teams like, finish on the floor. Ball State, Central, and Kent State, their work for today is done, and now it's a matter of just seeing how all the scores work out, and that's the hardest job of all.
That's the hardest part, is just waiting to see where are you going to be at. And watching the other's team possibly taking away all the work that you just put in.
Bowling Green, the host here, last year they qualified as a team for regionals for the first time in 25 years. It was a major, major accomplishment. They can come through in a major way on the floor. Who knows? They might celebrate again. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship here at the beautiful Scro Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University, having the honor of hosting the meet this year. And there are the Western Michigan Broncos getting ready for their final event, as are the Bowling Green Falcons. Bowling Green just barely lost out to Eastern Michigan, who leads the MAC in their last dual meet, and they actually won on the floor and the beam against Eastern Michigan. So this will be a strong event for them, and their bars performance keeps them in the mix here. As we start on the beam with Western Michigan.
Nice full turn. Nice layup, step up, small check. Nice front flip.
Anna Corbett starting them out. Going to start well and finish well.
Nice round up 1.5 stick.
He held on to it.
Nice job.
Now we go over to the vault. Northern Illinois. Amanda Martimio. This is very important for them to stay in contention.
A lot of concentration here.
Disappointed that they didn't get that regular season MAC title. They'd love to come out here with a win.
Yurchenko full, one big step.
Now we go over to the bars with Eastern Michigan, and they were looking impressive in their warm-ups.
#1 currently in the MAC on bars, and easily you can see why. They're hitting every single requirement of these bar routines. Everything is to handstand. Everything's toes are pointed. Connections are being made. Landings are being stuck.
Of course, the adage is don't win warm-up.
Exactly.
This is when you got to do it.
Exactly.
But they have been doing that all year.
A little short of the handstand there. Nice high pike Jaeger. Shoot over to the low bar. A little bit short of handstand. Double tuck. A little close to that bar, but she still pulled it off.
That was was Kelsey Brooks, I believe, for Eastern Michigan, and now Bowling Green with their floor routines. Let's check in with them.
And I remember seeing her earlier in the season. I like this girl from Bowling Green. Obviously waiting for the previous score to get tabulated.
This is Randy Morris. Warren Feely started them out. Again, you like to.
I like the look of
really
this
good
girl.
To start and then really good to finish.
There's the judge walking over. So again, the scores were not. She might have had the base score not right. Might have missed an element.
Make them wait it out.
And sometimes this is tough because then you have to recalculate your brain to get ready to go.
Randy Morris, one of the up-and-comers.
And the coach from Bowling Green is not happy right now.
Carrie Turner, she's definitely engaged in a spirited conversation over there at the table.
Yeah, it's better to get your gymnast off the floor, let her come back to her teammates, just get refocused.
And in the meantime, let's go to the beam.
Nice layup, step out, right on the money, no wobbles. Oop, I spoke too soon. Now she's looking a little bit more aggressive.
Rachel Binkley was just up Kelsey Hood now. On the beam for Western. Rachel got a 9.775.
Wow, that's a difficult dismount.
And a good tap on that.
Nice job.
We've seen that scene repeat itself so many times here. Coaches are going to get exhausted from all the embraces.
That's the fun part about boys gymnastics. We just do a high five.
Yeah, seen our share of those here today too.
Yes.
Northern Illinois on the ball. Waiting for the signal is probably the hardest thing to do. And this is Courtney Doubt, rather, I'll have to check that.
Big fault.
That was Andy Van Voorhees.
Big fault.
And she really did come through on that.
Here we go. Now Bowling Green's ready to go.
Finally, so Randy Morris is performing now.
Beautiful double pike.
Make it a routine worth waiting for.
Nice Popa. front lay, front full.
Get a 9.8, tied for second in a win over Ball State Bowling Green had earlier this year.
She's just very elegant. Nice extension through her toes. She knows how to present herself. Double tuck. Oh, a little low. She still saved it. I like it. Obviously, so does she.
So after Lauren Feely got them going, now a good follow-up routine here. Lauren Feely got a 9.725. Now Randy Morris. And we go back to the bars.
Beautiful reverse hecht. I'm telling you, Eastern Michigan is rocking it on bars. Nice right to handstand. Sky high tuck pull in. Wow. I'm telling you now, if that doesn't score a 9.9 or higher, I'd be surprised. That was gorgeous.
Let's go back to the beam. And this is where the pressure starts to mount.
Nice aerial cartwheel right on.
The gymnasts aware of where their team stands, or they try to just phase that out?
Usually they kind of know. They kind of know. They don't talk about it, but they kind of know. Nice full turn. She moves very cautiously across the beam.
And a Corbin
Nice
again.
straddle full turn. Needle scale. We haven't seen that much today. Little old school gymnastics there. Cartwheel. Gainer full.
Another performance befitting
High fives all around.
top act gymnast. Jessica Yunshai had come up with a 9.9 on the previous beam routine. So they're definitely performing very well.
Eastern Michigan pulling out some 9.9s on bars. It's gonna be tight. I'm telling you, it's going to be tight.
Western Michigan, another one of those teams, if you look at their record, you wouldn't necessarily think that they were having that great of a year, but as you said, they are right outside of a regional berth here. And we go back to the beam. So once again, they went out of the lineup. So Rachel Underwood, that was. She and Corbin are both the best. 9.825 are among the best.
You got Jessie Pasek up again. Beautiful full turn. No hesitation. Nice. She floated that. Nice 3-series combination. You don't see very much today.
Rachel Underwood was 9.825.
Nice straddle full. This routine is right on the money. Just the dismount. Double twist stuck. Round off double twist stucks. Pasek putting on the pressure.
They're going to do well in their beam score by all appearances. And now here is Giovanna East from Bowling Green.
And this is a big floor routine.
The freshman first team All-MAC selection.
Big floor routine coming up here.
This is one of the ones that you really anticipate before the meet.
Nice, high, 2.5. Big jumps. Straddle half the copa. Beautiful. Pull on the side. Showing a little sass there. Getting into the corner, getting ready for the dismount. Front leg, beautifully executed.
Outstanding gymnast.
Great performance.
Going to be hearing from her. Certainly as an individual going forward. Have to wait and see how the team scores shake out.
It is going to be close.
And we have just about reached the conclusion, and it's a matter of tabulating the scores here now. Bowling Green with a couple of routines yet to come.
And they've got some big ones yet to come too.
Laura Mitchell and Kayla Rose.
Huge routines coming up.
A lot of the other teams, you see, they're concluded with their proceedings and are just waiting, but Bowling Green still waiting to put the finishing touches on their score.
Wow, good score for Jessie Pasek on balance beam, but the 9.9.
Giovanna East at 9.925.
9.925, and Bowling Green still has 2 more gymnasts up. No pressure on the judges.
Well, let's take a break. We'll be right back. So everybody has got their eyes focused on Bowling Green now as they have 2 final floor routines to come. And it could have quite an impact on the final tabulations here.
Well, there was
Mitchell and Kayla Rose to come.
Yeah, and no pressure. I mean, Bowling Green's Giovanna East just put on a huge performance on floor by pushing the judges to give her that 9.925, and they've got 2 routines still coming up.
Laura Mitchell from England was in the 2010 Junior European Championship, and she had the highest overall score. She was 10th in the British National Championship prior to coming to Bowling Green. And here we go. Let's see what she can come up with.
Go. Sky high double pike. And she knows how to sell this routine too. Presentation is excellent.
How much of it does that figure in, do you think, as far as influencing the scoring?
Huge. Because there's an actual, it's called artistic impression. And if the artistic impression is not there, it's a 3/10 deduction.
So you do everything technically perfect, but you have a dour expression.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. That might have been her only mistake right there in this routine so far. She took a small hop on that second pass, but she didn't go out of bounds. but her presentation is really good. The quality of her gymnastics is impeccable. Toes are pointed, everything's extended. Full front leg, beautiful. She's gonna score.
She was the MAC beam champ last year, did a great job there on the floor, renowned as one of the top gymnasts in all of England. We said was the junior British champion.
That's big.
So a great performance there. And it's gonna come down to Kayla Rose. And then they will go through the process of calculating the scores. And Kayla Rose, she is a contributor as a freshman this year. She's competed in the floor on every meet as a freshman.
Wow.
And here she's doing anchor in the MAC championship. She competed at regionals last year though, so she knows pressure. She's had 8 scores of above 9.750 on the floor this year.
Huge
4 consecutive
double pike.
9.8s.
Huge double pike there. Hey, who doesn't like a little AC/DC?
Her career best was 9.875.
Beautiful.
We hope she's on the highway to a high score here.
Exactly, she's right on it. Nice and tight. Back 1.5 punch layout. Beautiful. So far, she has no deductions. Except for the dismount, double tuck stick. Huge routine.
Beckoning heavenward.
Oh my
She loved
gosh.
that.
Huge. I loved it. Are you kidding me? That was a fantastic
The whole
routine.
crowd did, especially those ones in orange up there in the stands.
Huge routine.
So a great finish by Kayla Rose, and we'll be back to see how it all comes out when we return. Well, first of all, Kayla Rose, that last floor routine, one judge gave her a 10. They settled for a 9.950, but the Eastern Michigan Eastern Michigan Eagles, looks like they may have just repeated as MAC champions.
And they deserved it.
A 196.5 score.
Huge score.
And they are shedding tears of ecstasy right now.
And that actually beats their season high, which they scored as a 195.9. So that actually is their highest score of the season.
Well, in many ways, that was saving the best for last, that floor routine. When a judge, even one of the judges, gives you a 10,
Oh my gosh.
you knew that you've got it. Bowling Green
Right.
ended up at 196.4 behind Eastern's 196.5. So the Bowling Green Falcons almost pulled out a MAC
Almost.
championship on that routine at the end, the last series of floor routines. Nonetheless, an outstanding finish. We said Bowling Green is always good when they host these events. So Eastern Michigan, they hold off Bowling Green by 1/10. Kent State, Western Michigan had a very good day too, also cracking 196.075. But Central Michigan in third place at 196.1. We knew it was going to be close.
We knew it was going to be close.
It certainly was.
And that is extremely close. Again, goes back to all those those tenths add up.
Western Edge Central, and they were right behind them for that 36th ranking too. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how it all shakes out as far as a regional burst. But one thing is certain, we saw an outstanding gymnastics exhibition here today.
No question. I mean, these girls performed beyond what they probably anticipated they would do.
Eastern Michigan, they were the 25th ranked team in the country coming in, and certainly you have to feel like if they continue to improve on what they've been done, that they could go even higher than that.
I agree, because I mean there's always room for improvement, and I'm telling you, the level of gymnastics that they displayed today will certainly get their rankings even higher.
What a day at the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships. Eastern Michigan just edging host Bowling Green to repeat as MAC titleists. For Steve Remy and our hard-working crew, this is Greg Franke saying so long. BCSN HD brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is Lexington Monroe, Dave White Chevrolet. And the official sportswear provider for BCSN, Dan Rogers Sports Zone. So long from the Scro.